Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Lidosta Riga International Airport update today. This is the 20th airport update, so that's pretty cool. Round number right there. So, kind of a milestone, I guess. Yeah, this is 20 updates of Riga today. So, we will start over here with the sea gates, just like the last update. We're kind of doing it in reverse from what we normally do. That's because we have some cool aircraft to get to here at the end of the update. Some VIP aircraft, I guess, if you will, or at least one. So we will move over there towards the end of the update, but we will start over here in the sea gates, beginning all the way in the back there. We have this Air Baltic Fokker 50 right here in their retro livery. This aircraft isn't doing a very realistic flight. This one arrived in from Paris Charles de Gaulle, be heading out to London Gatwick. I don't believe this aircraft could actually make it from Riga to London Gatwick because it is a pretty long flight. Of course, the actual aircraft was an A220, so that can make it easily to London Gatwick from Riga, but I don't know about a Fokker 50. I think this aircraft is a little bit too small to do that route. But I just kind of ran out of aircraft for this update, as there have only been 5 Air Baltic 1 to 400 scale models that have ever been made, and I have all of them, so this is kind of just the one that had to not be super realistic with where it's going, I guess. But that's, I mean, I'm using Flight Radar 24. I guess the time frame for this airport update is sort of mid-afternoon-ish on Monday, March 18th. So, yeah, that flight arrived in from Paris Charles de Gaulle, heading out to London Gatwick. In the middle here, we have our first Ryanair 737-800. This one has split scimitar winglets. This one arrived in from London Stansted, and will be heading back out there on the turnaround today. Next down here, we have this 737-800 with blended winglets. And this one arrived in from Stockholm, and it'll be heading out to Paphos, and it is operated by Buzz, which is Ryanair's Polish subsidiary. This Air Baltic A220-300 in the Latvia 100 years livery. This one arrived in from London Gatwick. Will be heading out to Paris Charles de Gaulle, so this one is doing the reciprocal of the previous one. So that's looking very nice right here in the Latvia 100 years of independence livery. Next up here we see a regular livery A220-300 for Air Baltic. This one arrived in from Dubai, and it'll be heading out to Vienna, Austria. Dubai is the longest A220 route in the world, and Air Baltic operates it, I believe, thrice weekly from Riga to Dubai. And from the looks of it, it is a pretty popular route. It used to be Abu Dhabi, and then they switched it to Dubai. So that's what this aircraft is doing right here, and looking very nice right here on this Air Baltic A220-300. Our next Air Baltic A220-300 arrived in from Palanga, which is the shortest route in the Air Baltic route network, I believe. It's like a 20-minute flight from Palanga to Riga. Very short indeed. So that is what this aircraft is doing, and it'll be heading out to Frankfurt in Germany. You can see it's getting heavily serviced right now, as it just arrived in from Palanga, but later today I'll be heading out to Frankfurt. Looking very nice right here. All right, next up here we have this Lufthansa A320-200. This one arrived in from Frankfurt, and we'll be on the turnaround today, of course. And so, yeah, that'll do it for our action here at the terminal. We still have 2 more aircraft to get to today. Both of these are quite unique for very different reasons, but yeah, that'll do it for our action at the terminal with this very beautiful indeed Lufthansa A320. All right, next up here we have this American A319. Now I'm going to preface this by saying this is not the accurate aircraft that flew on this route. This is filling in for an Azerbaijan Airlines A319. So what my assumption is that this aircraft was chartered by the Azerbaijan government to fly some government officials to Riga for whatever reason, because Riga is the capital of Latvia, and then came in from Baku. We'll be heading back out there, and that's the capital of Azerbaijan. And this is the state-owned Azerbaijan airline. They normally don't fly to Riga, and also I know that the government of Azerbaijan does charter aircraft from their airline to fly government officials wherever they need to go. So I'm not sure who exactly visited Riga, but I'm fairly certain that it was for that reason. So that's what we're seeing here with this aircraft. So very interesting. It arrived in from Baku, and it'll be heading back out there later tonight, I guess, whenever the meeting ends. The flight back, maybe the meeting went on a little long because the flight back was delayed about an hour and a half, so a little bit of a delay getting back to Azerbaijan for whoever was on this aircraft. But yeah, very interesting indeed. I have seen it before once, so it's not, totally unheard of to see Azerbaijan Airlines fly in to Riga, but it is definitely quite rare, so that is very nice to see. And finally, here we have this special livery right here, this Air Baltic A220-300 in the Estonian flag livery, and this was the actual aircraft that flew on this flight. This one arrived in from Amsterdam Schiphol, and it did not go over to the terminal. It went to the hardstand gates over here. So I'm assuming that they're going to be doing some maintenance work on this aircraft because they taxied it over by the terminal, or sorry, by the hangars instead of the terminal. So yeah, I'm assuming that they're doing some sort of maintenance work on this aircraft, and there are no scheduled flights out of Riga after it arrived in from Amsterdam. So this one will be sitting here for a while, doing whatever they need to do with this one. Since this is Air Baltic's hub, they do all of their maintenance work here. So you do see plenty of their A220s just kind of sitting around on the apron, doing whatever they need to do. So that's what this aircraft is doing, but it arrived in from Amsterdam Schiphol. Anyways, that'll do it for our 20th airport update of the Lidosta Riga International Airport. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. It's a very fun one to do, these Riga airport updates. Of course, I'm biased since this is not my home airport, but my heritage home airport, if that makes sense. And it's definitely unique to the channel because we see a whole bunch of European narrow-bodies here, and we don't really see that at any of my other airports that are mostly U.S.-based. So quite fun to come back here to Riga every other week. And so, yeah, that'll do it for this update. Thank you all for checking this one out. I will see you tomorrow. And as always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.